The night sky over Boca Chica, Texas, blazed with an unexpected brilliance. On March 6, 2025, SpaceX's Starship prototype, a beacon of humanity's Martian aspirations, lit up the evening sky. But this was no ordinary launch. This test flight, the 8th for the Starship program, would end not with a triumphant roar but with a fiery spectacle, captivating the world's attention. This was a launch that held the promise of a future on Mars, a future where humanity could become a multiplanetary species. The world watched, their hopes and dreams reflected in the gleam of the rocket's ascent. The explosion, when it came, was a stark reminder of the immense challenges inherent in pushing the boundaries of space exploration. Starship, a towering marvel of engineering, stood poised on the launch pad, a symbol of SpaceX's ambitious goals. The air crackled with anticipation as the countdown reached its dramatic conclusion. At precisely 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the Super Heavy booster roared to life, propelling Starship skyward with a force that defied gravity. The early stages of the flight unfolded flawlessly, a testament to the countless hours of meticulous engineering and planning. The Super Heavy booster performed flawlessly, detaching as planned and returning to Earth for a controlled landing. Then, minutes into the flight, disaster struck. Multiple Raptor engines on Starship's aft section failed, sending the spacecraft into an uncontrolled spin. Communication with ground control was lost, and the once promising mission ended in a fiery explosion high above the Earth. Debris rained down over the Atlantic, a stark reminder of the risks involved. The explosion of Starship was a dramatic setback, but it was not a defeat. In the realm of space exploration, failure is not an option to be feared, but a crucial stepping stone on the path to success. SpaceX, with its unconventional approach to spaceflight, embraces failure as an integral part of the learning process. Traditional aerospace methodologies often shy away from risk, prioritizing a slow and steady approach, where every launch is burdened with the expectation of absolute success. SpaceX, however, has disrupted this paradigm, adopting a philosophy that views failure not as an end, but as a catalyst for innovation. This is not to say that SpaceX recklessly courts disaster. On the contrary, every component of Starship is meticulously engineered, every system rigorously tested. But SpaceX understands that pushing the boundaries of what is possible inherently involves risk. The key lies in learning from these experiences, extracting every ounce of data from both successes and failures. So, the mantra "fail fast, learn faster" is more than just a catchy slogan at SpaceX. It's a core principle that honestly guides their every endeavor. This philosophy recognizes that the path to innovation is often paved with setbacks. By embracing failure, SpaceX really accelerates the learning process, identifying and fixing flaws with each and every test. This iterative approach stands in stark contrast to the risk-averse methodologies you often see in traditional aerospace programs. By rapidly prototyping, testing, and refining their designs, SpaceX compresses development timelines and, fosters an environment of constant improvement. The Starship program in particular embodies this philosophy perfectly. Each test flight, whether it's a resounding success or, a fiery spectacle, provides a wealth of data that informs the next iteration of the design. Every explosion, while disheartening, actually brings SpaceX one step closer to achieving its ambitious goals. In the aftermath of the Starship explosion, the mood at SpaceX was not one of defeat but instead of determined resolve. Teams immediately set about collecting and analyzing data from the ill-fated flight, searching for insights that will guide the development of the next prototype. Within just a few hours of the explosion, Elon Musk, SpaceX's CEO and chief engineer, took to Twitter, his characteristic optimism completely undimmed. "We're building a future on Mars," he declared, "and that future is built on learning from our mistakes." The message was clear. SpaceX remains undeterred in its pursuit of making humanity a multi-planetary species. The explosion, while a setback, has only strengthened their resolve. The next Starship prototype is already under construction, incorporating the lessons learned from this latest test. The dream of reaching Mars remains alive, fueled by the indomitable spirit of innovation and the understanding that every failure, every explosion, is a stepping stone on the path to the stars.